So we have to be honest with ourselves. Sports card price movements just aren't what they used to be. Back at the beginning of the pandemic, when sports cards really got hot, it wasn't a question of what card is going to go up. It was more which card is going to go up the most. Now things are a lot different. A lot of cards are stagnant, just kind of staying at the same price, or even worse, for people who are completely new to the hobby, it was just, a mind-blowing thing that card prices can actually go down. If you would have entered in at the beginning of the pandemic, besides a few little blips here and there, you never really saw that. Everything was just going up and up and up. It honestly wasn't a bad plan back at the beginning of the pandemic. Just buy whatever, hold it, and it'll go up, like sometimes 2, even 3x, basically for no reason. Now, there really has to be a reason for cards to go up, or for the most part, they just won't. They'll stay stagnant or they'll go down. I think the market genuinely has gotten a lot smarter. People are more informed and they're not just gonna rush out and buy something. Why would I go out and buy this card for $500 when I know a couple months from now I can just go and buy it for $300? But some cards actually have been going up though. That's not to say there hasn't been price movement, because there's been a bunch of cards that have been doubling, going up significantly. And I started thinking, all sorts of formulas in my brain, really locking in, why are these specific cards going up while others have not? And I think I found it, guys. I found the answer. I have the prophecy, it was spoken to me, and I think I know now the number one factor that is actually driving sports card prices to go up. And that is a great word called FOMO. FOMO, fear of missing out. Maybe people aren't familiar with this word. It sounds like something you would hear in Mean Girls or some other early 2000s teen movie, something like that. But FOMO means fear of missing out. And there's no better way to illustrate that than what's happening right now in the preseason NBA market. We're gonna take a look at 2 sets of cards. 2 of them that are going up a ton in this preseason, and 2 that have stayed pretty much exactly flat. Barely any price increase there at all. And that's gonna help illustrate what I'm kind of trying to say here with FOMO. So let's head on over to Market Movers, link down below for 20% off, would really appreciate it. And we're gonna look at Tyler Hero, Silver Prism PSA 10, and Jordan Poole, Silver Prism PSA 10. As you can see here over the last 30 days, there's a sharp increase in prices here. It's almost doubled during that time period. And I'll be honest, I wasn't sure that these days were ever gonna come back. I thought, okay, maybe card prices just won't double anymore. That's fine, but we're seeing it again. And it's kind of shocking, but it's encouraging to see. Obviously, these guys have played very well during the preseason, having both of them I think are averaging almost 30 points per game. I know it's only the preseason, but it's getting people very excited. But I think it's a little bit deeper than just they played well, so their card prices have to go crazy. It's really that FOMO setting in. And we'll get back to that in a second. Let's look now at LeBron James and Kevin Durant, their Topps Chrome PSA 9s. And you can see here, these are pretty much exactly stagnant. Haven't gone up at all, just solid. I mean, these are really desirable cards. Why? Everyone should be excited, right? The Nets, the Lakers, championship contenders. The old kind of philosophy, ride the wave that everyone talks about would be, okay, the season's starting, everyone's gonna need their LeBron and Kevin Durant cards. And to some extent, I wouldn't be shocked at all. I'm sure these will go up a little bit. But it's weird to think about Kevin Durant and LeBron James, who are, gonna be debatably the 2 biggest stars of this entire NBA season. It's about to start, and their cards haven't gone up at all. While little old Jordan Poole and Tyler Hero, their stuff is going crazy. Why is that? With LeBron James and Kevin Durant, what are they really gonna do in the first, even you can stretch it out to 5 months, first 4 months of the season, that's really gonna surprise people, that's gonna shock people? There's no FOMO, there's no fear of missing out. Okay, Kevin Durant averages almost 30 points, LeBron is out there dropping triple doubles. That's exactly what everyone expects. That's in a sense priced into their cards. They're not going to shock anyone. It's not going to be like, oh my God, we all just realized Kevin Durant's an amazing player and his Topps Chrome goes to $3,000 in a PSA 9. People know that's not going to happen. You're going to be able to buy that card 2-3 months from now. So I don't think people are in a rush to rush out and buy these Kevin Durant cards at this exact moment in time. But with Jordan Poole and Tyler Hero, there's that real fear of missing out. Oh my God, they're showing it right now. Jordan Poole's gonna be a legit superstar for the Golden State Warriors. Tyler Hero, he is what we saw in the bubble. He is a future superstar. And if I don't buy his cards right now before the season starts, he's gonna start averaging 25, 30. He's gonna be an all-star and it's gonna be too late. I'm gonna wish I would have bought the cards already. And as a result, as we see, their prices are going crazy. It's going up a lot because people really feel like if I don't buy their cards right now, it's gonna be too late. I'm gonna miss out. I can only speak from personal experience, but I literally rushed out and bought whatever Jordan Poole cards I could find on alternative websites like Starstock and Alt. That's a quick tip for you. If stuff starts going crazy, there's usually some cheaper prices on these, like the non-eBay type sites. But I literally was rushing out to do that. While I'm interested in LeBron James cards because I think the Lakers will be actually pretty good this season, but I'm just not in a rush. I feel like I can buy that later. And then, you know, if I want to, in a sense, bet on them winning the championship, I don't have to do that right now. I just don't see his prices going crazy because I honestly just don't feel there's anything he's going to do in these next 2 months that's going to get people crazy excited and feel like, oh my God, I'm going to miss my chance to buy LeBron James rookie cards. And a similar thing is happening with everyone's favorite Formula One cards. Why have Formula One hobby boxes quadrupled 5 times? I don't know. I'll have to look, but they've gone up like 6, 7 times from when they originally released. Lewis Hamilton cards are going for tens of thousands of dollars. Stuff that I was buying that was once literally $1, $2 is selling for 50, 60, 70 bucks now. It's crazy what's happened to their prices. And that's because I think a lot of people who are buying feel like they're missing out on the next big thing. Right or wrong, that's not the point of this video to get into this. I'm sure plenty of people hate F1, that's fine, go ahead. But I do think a lot of people are buying because they're like, oh my God, the Netflix show is happening, Drive to Survive. Formula One is going to become this huge thing. Lewis Hamilton is underappreciated. He's the GOAT. I got to buy right now because these cards are going to be huge one day. Stupid or not stupid, you would have been better off buying Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen Topps Chromes versus Kevin Durant or LeBron James Topps Chromes. That's not me stating an opinion on which one should or shouldn't be higher or which prices should have gone. That's just a fact. That's what's happened over the last couple months. But as always, I don't like to just sit up here and wax philosophical, wax lyrical. I don't know the term for it. Someone commented down below, but you know what I'm trying to say. Just talk in circles. How can we actually apply this to what we're gonna do, what cards we're looking at from an investing standpoint? I think the way to go is to just take that FOMO into account when you're looking at buying a card and you're speculating, saying, okay, I'm gonna buy this and I'm hoping it's gonna go up so I can sell it for more money. You have to think, okay, what's gonna be the FOMO for this particular card? What are people gonna feel like they're missing out on? And it's gonna drive this card to go way higher. So I'll give you a perfect example of some stuff I've been looking at lately. We've been seeing Tom Brady Prism Golds, Topps Chrome Golds, some of his really rarer, nicer stuff. That's not rookie, mind you, but that stuff, those prices have increased a ton. That stuff has been going crazy. Even just, you know, base Tom Brady Topps Chrome refractors are selling for a lot of money now, which wasn't the case even just a couple months ago. So I feel like people are gonna see that and then they're gonna start looking for the people who are, you know, just one step below. So, you know, Tom Brady, LeBron James stuff is already crazy. But what about Peyton Manning? What about Chris Paul? What about Tim Duncan? Those are some of guys I've been looking at their Topps Chrome, you know, 2003, stuff that's not their rookie year, and it's a parallel, is a gold. Because I could see people going, oh, wait a minute, if Tom Brady Prism Gold is $30,000, Tim Duncan Topps Chrome Gold is only $250. I'm gonna miss out. This thing's gonna go crazy. If I wanna add this to my collection or invest in it, I need to buy it now before it starts going crazy. And that's just an example. That's not to say like, hey guys, you need to buy these certain Topps Chromes or this is particularly the move, or even that I know for a fact that these cards prices will go up. They very well may not. They could totally crash, but I think when you get yourself in that mindset of thinking about the FOMO, the fear of missing out, in today's market with how things currently are, that's just what it takes for card prices to really start moving up. And who knows, maybe that FOMO will start kicking in for guys like LeBron James or Kevin Durant, maybe closer to the playoffs, or maybe if the overall market rises, but I just don't see it personally coming in the short term. So I don't know, these are just the things I'm considering right now. I like to share with you guys my journey and just how I think about the stuff I'm buying. So agree or disagree, let me know below. I'd be interested to see what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We're gonna keep the videos coming.